when I pick my games to come on the Wager Talk today, I'm more times than not, if the Rockets play, I want to talk about it with Teddy because I feel like that's a team that he has a good read on. So when I give my opinion and I see the way he replies, it helps me out with the game. It should help everybody else out too. So with this one, Rockets on a back-to-back. You have Dylan Brooks, who got a little bit banged up. He has a strained oblique. We might not see him out there tonight. And I think that is a little bit of a recipe for disaster versus Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. As good as Houston has been defensively as a team, you know, I don't see any guys who can stay with those two on this roster. So I just think it's a bad matchup. You have Van Fleet, who played 39 minutes last night. I believe Şengün played around 36 or 37, something like that. So you could also get more players ruled out as the day goes on than Dylan Brooks. This Suns team has been pretty poor. They failed to cover 6 games in a row, and they haven't been good as a road favorite this year. They've had a lot of inconsistency with the lineup. I do like that Nurkic is expected to come back. I just think it's a little bit telling that the Suns have lost, what, 3 games in a row now, and they're a road favorite here, and the line continues to move in their favor. Um, they're coming off of an embarrassing loss, and it's time for them to get back on track. Uh, they do have a big 7 game homestand coming up, and I believe, if you bet on the Suns every single game until that homestand is over, starting tonight, that you will make money. Even if you don't make money tonight and you continue to do it, I think you'll make money in those games. So I'm willing to jump on it tonight. As far as the total is concerned, I did want to mention it. Um, so far this season, home teams on back to backs, 65.6% to the over, 42 and 22. Teams coming off playing the Pacers, for one, it takes a lot out of you to play that pace for the entire game. And it's hard for you to get back to your own pace. So unrested teams coming off playing the Pacers so far this season, 3-0 to the over. And I already talked about I don't trust the Rockets to match up well defensively with the Suns. So I like this game over. I like the Suns side. I have a feeling Teddy will disagree, but I'm curious to hear.
Well, it's my job to disagree, Ski. But so I'm not riding the Rockets anymore. The Rockets were great, easily my favorite team for much of November and into December. But we saw the markets had caught up with them, and they've failed to cover 4 of their last 6. So this isn't pro Houston anymore. They were an underpriced team, and they're no longer an underpriced team. But Phoenix has been an overpriced team, very overpriced. They've been a point spread disaster. What makes you think that right now is the time to buy low on the Suns? Because all I see is the same crap out of this team. They just keep losing and keep losing as favorites. Their last 13 games, they've won twice by more than the point spread they're being asked to lay tonight. They beat Washington by 4, and they beat Memphis, when Memphis at their lowest, by 7. They're not beating anybody by margin right now. What do we like about Phoenix?
Well, talking about them being overpriced, I don't think they are anymore. Everybody's seen how poor they are. Everybody's seen they don't have a winning record. They are, however, and I was coming into the season, I thought it would take time for this team to come together with the new pieces. But here we are, they opened at -1. That's pretty much just asking them to win. And, road favorites with more or I'll say this, rested road favorites versus unrested teams, they win close to 70% of the time, 69.8% of the time. So if Phoenix is going to get back on track, I think it's tonight. And they're pricing it in a range where I can be interested. So I think the market, like I said before, if you bet on the Suns from now on every game, I think you start to make money. Just like the Clippers turned it around. The Clippers were pathetic, and now they look really, really good. I think this is the time for the Phoenix Suns.